Welcome to today's technical presentation on enhancing your terminal workflow with Ollama. We'll walk you through creating an alias to streamline your interactions with Ollama and demonstrate a practical example of how this can supercharge your productivity. Before diving into using Ollama, there are a few steps you need to follow to set up your environment. Install Ollama. As covered in our previous video, the first step is to install Ollama. Download a suitable model. Choose a model that fits your hardware capacity to ensure optimal performance. Install Xclip or PBPaste. These tools are essential for clipboard operations. Update your shell. Home script. Depending on your operating system, update your shell home script. For Linux, edit the .bashrc file. For macOS, edit the .hrc file. Start using Ollama. Utilize shell pipelines that you define to suit your specific needs. I'll walk you through how to install and use the handy Xclip utility on Ubuntu to interact with the clipboard from the command line. First, let's install Xclip. Xclip is not installed by default on Ubuntu, but is available in the standard package repositories. To install Xclip on Ubuntu, open up a terminal and run sudo apt install Xclip. After installation, you can verify Xclip is installed by checking the version and typing Xclip version. If you get a version, that's it. Xclip is now installed in your Ubuntu machine. Since Xclip is a command line interface to the system clipboard that allows you to pipe command output directly to the clipboard, we will be using it with Ollama to copy or paste content from, or to Ollama command. For example, to copy your current directory path to the clipboard, type on your terminal the command pipe xclip-selection clipboard. That will store your current working directory into your system clipboard, which you can paste it later using the keyboard shortcut like Command-V or Control-V depending on your system. Or you can also use Xclip itself to paste the clipboard by typing the command xclip-selection clipboard-o. In shell environments like Bash or Z shell, a command alias is a shorthand or a substitute for longer commands or sets of commands. Aliases allow users to create custom abbreviated commands that simplify and speed up their workflow. To create an alias P that shortcuts the paste of content using the Xclip command, you can add the following alias definition to your shell configuration file, for example, bashrc, etc., depending on which shell you are using. We will be adding 3 aliases into our .bashrc or .zshellrc file in your home directory. The first alias Xclip O selection clipboard simplifies the process of pasting content from the system clipboard by outputting it directly in the terminal. The second alias OL, leverages the first alias to call an 8 billion LLM model. In that case, it is IA 8B running on an our-installed local Ollama server, thereby reducing the amount of typing required when interacting with this large language model. The third alias OS, builds on this by piping clipboard content into the IA model with a specific instruction to summarize the text in Markdown format. In the coming sections, we will be using those basic aliases to realize many use cases. After adding those aliases, you need to either log in again to your terminal to allow those aliases to be loaded in the session memory. Let us test the most popular use case I usually need to summarize web content. Let us say I am reading an article blog or Wikipedia article about large language model. I want to have a quick summary of the content before investing any time reading it. All you need is to just copy the article content and then go to your terminal shell and type the alias OS, which I picked up carefully to remember O for Ollama and S for summarize. As soon as I type the command, the Ollama model will load and execute my command to summarize the command and present it back to me in Markdown format. Notice that I need to pick a model that suits the ability of my workstation to do that task in a reasonable time. Large model can take long time to load and execute. Also, content being summarized needs to be within the context of 4 K8K token to fit on most Ollama models. Another use case, especially for GitHub users and software developers, you want to have list of files by their types that exists in a certain directory. All you need is to pipe a list command like ls to the alias OL. You do this by an instruction to group the output of the first command that pipes in as an input to Ollama. Another command line used very frequently is the command to see the utilization of the hard disks. In Linux, the command df-h dumps the storage capacity for each drive. So say you want to view the output as markdown table, you can simply pipe the output of the command to feed Ollama to format the output as markdown table, which could also be feed to a markdown viewer like MDLS or Glow, which are popular markdown viewers on Linux. In conclusion, using Ollama together with shell commands can significantly enhance your productivity by providing clear, formatted outputs that are easy to read and share. This approach streamlines your workflow and helps you manage system information more efficiently. Goodbye for now, and happy coding.